Okay, so looking at the automation for your store, there's lots of things you can do, but there are a few things that you must have. Wrong one. You must have a order placed, an order fulfilled. That's when you go into Dropship Zone and pay for the order to be sent out if you're drop shipping, or that's when you fulfill the order and send out the product yourself if it's your own products, and the abandoned cart. So let's have a look at them. Order placed. This is triggered whenever somebody obviously places an order in your e-commerce shop. So a payment is received, it's successful on your website from the e-commerce store. So that's basically what that trigger is saying. You're going to land that person in the order placed section of your pipeline, which I'll show you in the next video. So this will automatically put them there. It's important that you have a pipeline for this because you'll find out when it comes to fulfilling the order that you need to manually do that. Adding a tag, we're going to add a tag that says they're a customer and that they placed an order in your shop. We're going to assign to the user. So if you've got multiple users in your account, the person that is in charge of making sure that the orders are fulfilled, you're going to put their name. Oh, excuse me, yawning. And then we're going to send an internal notification to that person that says, hey, Debbie, you've got a new order in the pet shop. It's going to show the person's name, the client's phone number, email, the payment source. It was created on this day and the total amount. Then there's an instruction to go into the payment section, into orders, to see the order and log into Dropship Zone and pay and have the order sent out. Now, there's an email that goes out to the customer. Let's just open this one up. And the email that goes out to the customer is from your templated emails. And so having a look at this email, it'll just say, thanks, we've got your order. We'll have a little bit of detail about their order here via the custom values. And then this button here will take them back to the shop again, because you always want to be redirecting people back to the shop to buy more things. So that's the order placed when somebody places an order. Now let me show you where they land when that happens, and I'll create a manual one here. So this is, let's just put me in here as a, hold on, let's do that. Okay, so let's pretend that I've just doesn't allow duplicate contacts. Okay, let's stop that. Let's just put a test one in. Test at test.com. Phone number, I can have Grant's phone number. And there we go. Let's see, create, if it's going to work. Name is required. There we go. Just bear with me. Should have set this up, but I'll just quickly do this. So what I'm doing, really, you don't need to worry about, but what I'm doing is I'm just putting someone here so you can see what it looks like when somebody's in your pipeline. So what will happen is when somebody places an order, they're going to automatically land here. So you'll be able to come here and check your customers. And this will have details about your customer here. So just keep in mind, this is an area to come and see visibly what's going on in your shop. The reason why we're going to use this is because when you've come into the payments, into the orders, and you've got the order here that you can see somebody has ordered, it's not fulfilled yet, so I mean it hasn't been sent out. And then you come into your Dropship Zone and you pay for the order and they send it out. Then you're going to come back to your opportunities section and you're going to say, okay, that order has been fulfilled now. And so you're just going to manually move them across here. What that's going to do is it is going to trigger this manual fulfillment. So it's going to trigger this. So the trigger says that any time that status has been changed in the pipeline to order fulfilled, add this tag to the person, and that tag's going to say order fulfilled, and then send this email to them. And this email is basically going to say, thanks, your order's been fulfilled, it's on its way, visit our shop again, basically. So actually, I think that my husband's about to get that email because I just used him as a example in there. So that's your order fulfilled. So that's the only manual thing you do. The only manual thing you do is when you've got an order, you've been notified you got an order, you come in here and you check your orders and you see that this hasn't been fulfilled yet. You can check all the details of it here. And then if it's your own products, then you send it out and fulfill the order. If you are drop shipping via our drop shipping portal, you come into the drop shippers and you pay for the order and they will send it out. And so that will then allow you to say here that the order's been fulfilled, which just means you just drag that person across. That's going to automatically trigger the automation that goes out. So that's the order placed. That will automatically go out. Order fulfilled will go out once you've moved the card from order placed to order fulfilled in the opportunities. And abandoned cart, that will automatically happen as well. So the abandoned cart sequence is when they opt in, so they get products, they put them in their checkout, and then they go to checkout, they fill out the first part, and then they change their mind and they close the site. We'll record that as an abandoned cart. So after 1 hour, it will show that person up in the abandoned cart section in the opportunities. It's going to send out an email. So this email will go out after 1 hour, and it'll basically say things like, you left something in your cart, go back and complete the order. Then a day later, it's going to give them a 10% discount. So we're going to create a coupon code for 10% off just to convince them to go back and finish buying what they were going to buy. And then another day later, they're going to get the last of the abandoned cart email sequence. And that's just going to let them know that supplies are limited. We don't want you to miss out. Go back and grab your order, basically. So that's the abandoned cart. That happens automatically. The only thing we need to do here is make sure that we've created a coupon code for your shop and we've put the code word in this email here. So let's save that. While I'm showing you all this, I'm going to show you where you create your coupon code. So everything happens here in the payments section. So we're going to come into coupons. You're going to create a coupon code. And this is going to be 10% off because that's what we're going to give them. You're going to enter the code, Pamper10, whatever you want to say you can say, or you can just have it randomly generated. The coupon code is going to be a percentage coupon and it's going to be 10%. You can make it whatever you want. And the start date is now. It doesn't need an end date. These things here are just additional. So you can limit the total number of times the coupon can be redeemed. I would say yes. Oh, that means in total. So there's like if you've got an offer of 100 discount vouchers and once 100's been used up, nobody else can use it. You can limit to one use per customer. You can limit it to selected products. So you can go into all your products in the store and say, oh, I'm only giving 10% off these ones. Or you can just leave it blank and it will be 10% across the shop. You can also apply it to reoccurring payments, but that's not necessary in here. So you create your code. It's called Pamper10. You just want to make sure, well, your code's obviously going to be called whatever you want it to call. And then you just got to make sure that in your templates, in the abandoned cart, in the middle one is where we give them a coupon code. You just got to make sure in here that you've given them the right name of the code to use at the checkout. So I think that's pretty much it for the automations. There are lots of other automations you can do. So once they've been a customer and they've purchased from you, sorry, it's my dog making all that noise, you can funnel them all into a nurture sequence. And this nurture sequence can just be emails that go out, just keep them in touch with stories about pets and things like that. But you always have a button that sends them back to the shop. In a nurture sequence, these emails can go out every week, every fortnight, every month if you want. And it's just really to kind of stay in your customer's mind, so that they keep remembering you're there. The other thing you can do is you can have like birthday giveaways, and you can give a code on the birthday. You could put form on the site asking for your pet's birthday. And then when they fill that form out, we've got the details, the birthday details. And so therefore we can send out a birthday voucher on their birthday or on the pet's birthday. A coupon code again. So this one here is birthday 27. And so they can claim whatever it is that they're getting for the birthday. So that's something additional that you can have just for all your customers, just either on their birthday or their pet's birthday. You could send them a voucher. That's pretty much it, I think, for the automations. We do have automations that were going to go out from settings as well. You would have seen that in a previous one. So the receipt's going to go out automatically. That's not the one we want. We want this one. We have your order. So that's going to send that email out as well. Any questions, you can hit us up in Discord. These are just some of the things that you need to make sure you've got for your e-commerce store. You need to make sure that you have a pipeline where you can come here and visually see who's abandoned carts, how many orders are placed, how many of those orders have been fulfilled. And then we can go on and we can create review requests. After a week or 2 weeks of them having the product, we can send out a review request, whether the customer's been added to the nurture sequence and whether they've been sent a birthday voucher. And these can all happen automatically. So hopefully that makes sense for you. For those of you using our dropshipping portal, you'll see it down here. For those of you just either doing print on demand, so we have that as well, or just selling their own products, you will be fulfilling your orders yourself. Print on demand is the same as drop shipping. They're going to be fulfilling your orders as well. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. A little bit more information on e-commerce automations.